My name is Gloria Vidal. I am a senior here at Haverford College, and I study anthropology with a concentration in peace and conflict studies in Latin American cultures. I did my fieldwork in Tanana, Alaska, which is an Athabascan village located on the banks of the Yukon River. And the way that I found this town is that my friend from home, who is Athabascan, put me in touch with her dad, who knows a lot of people in the different communities in interior Athabascan, Alaska. And so my friend's father set me up with the city manager of Tanana, whose name is Bear Ketzler, and I spoke with him about my interest in understanding how higher costs of fuel oil are affecting rural Athabascan, Alaska. And so he was really excited that I had this interest and really wanted me to come to study in Tanana. So during winter break, we got in touch and I ended up spending 4 weeks there. Bear Ketzler, the city manager, told me that I would be living in the police station for the first 3 weeks that I was in Tanana. So they dropped me off at the police station. I realized that I'm there alone, that the police officer is actually on vacation for 3 weeks, and I'll be functioning as the temporary police officer. So I had the keys to the police van, keys to the police station. I was answering the phone when people called me and telling them I basically couldn't help them, but they should call the state troopers if this is an emergency. My first goal when I got to Tanana was to try to meet people and to make friends. And so the first thing I did was try to locate different spaces of community. I noticed that a lot of people spent time at the grocery store. There was a lot of activity, people going in and out, people going to say hi. They would go to get the newspaper, get snacks, and chat with the store owners and other people that would be in the store. So I started to spend a lot of time there, and I became friends with the woman that owns the store. Her name's Cynthia, and she always teased me about being a city girl and about being an anthropologist, and she would always say that I was trying to make Tanana part of my science experiment, which was pretty funny, but she meant it all in a good way, and we became friends. I noticed that Cynthia made beadwork, and Athabascan women oftentimes make beadwork to make moccasins, to make gloves, purses, anything. So I've been sewing since I was little, and it was something that I was really interested in learning about, and I told her I would love to learn how to bead, and she got extremely excited and started inviting me over to bead with her and her friends, and I learned how to make traditional Athabascan beadwork on moose skin. And while we were beading, I met a lot of Cynthia's friends who would then invite me to their houses, and I would meet those people's families. And in this way, I met a lot of people who became my informants, who became my friends, and just got integrated into the community in that way. I came back knowing what I wanted to write about because it was very clear to me the issues that people are having in Tanana because of fuel oil, and how people's lives are being affected and changing, and how people are adjusting their ways of thinking about energy and their ways of consuming and producing energy. So I knew exactly what I wanted to write about, but it was a little bit challenging to put everything that I had experienced and seen into words.